Hello, legends. Welcome to Sunday, and it's our first What's Happening This Week in the Jeff Kitchen. So hopefully you saw us roll out the beautiful menu. Our design team made a fantastic looking template for us, and every week we're going to be plugging in some themes, thoughts, and inspiration into the menu. You're going to get it now, a week in advance, and hopefully it's going to help you plan the week ahead. Give you some things to kind of play with, some ideas, and a whole lot of recipes that are linked to it as well. So what I'm going to do today is talk you through it and what we can expect this week on the food and nutrition side at Jeff. And then every week, Sunday, 4 o'clock, if this time works for everyone, we're going to have this session, check in, talk about it, give you guys some alternatives if you want to, some ideas and thoughts, and maybe a couple of things that you need to do to plan and prepare your week ahead. Remember, it is principle number 5, plan, prepare, and review. And that's one of the things that's going to get you moving towards your goals. So check in, let me know who's here. I just want to bring up the feeds and just make sure that everyone is ready to run through this week's menu with me. And hopefully you guys love it. Give me your thoughts. Let me know. What do you think? Hopefully it is something that is going to go down quite well. It seemed like it. I know for me, one of the hardest things with planning my day or my week ahead is actually just thinking about what to cook sometimes. So that gets taken away for you and say, here's some ideas. It goes a long way to getting it, jumping over that hurdle anyway. So hopefully you've had a fantastic weekend. Lizelle is here. Natalie is here. Saying good afternoon. Kim is here as well. Thanks for tuning in. Deline, how are you? You've been catching up the whole weekend on Oats. Brilliant. And you're making some low-carb cottage pie at the moment. So that's not on this week's menu, but it's definitely one that's going to be in store. Nina is here. Tracy, Jolene, Razan, lovely. Sinette, Erin. The messages I was getting from this was, thanks for making life just a little bit easier. And that's what it's about. So if I can give you some tools just to take a little bit of the thoughts and the hassle out of it, because you'll kind of know maybe what you can put together and on the plate, that's kind of half the point of it. Obviously, the next level of it is also personalizing it a little bit to you. So that's not for us to do because you've all got different goals. So what I want to do is give you the inspiration, and I want to give you some recipes. How you adjust them is cool, and that's totally up to you. So if you're on the one-on-one program, you just fit them into your portion. So a lot of these are aligned with examples that we do or the recipes. And if you go find them on the app, you'll be able to see them and see what all the portions are. Adjust them to what you need. If you maybe need an extra carbohydrates in a meal, that's fine. Add something. It's cool. We're just giving you some ideas. If you need to take something out, that's fantastic. Most of the meals, you can interchange. If you want to keep it vegetarian, swap around the meat protein for some beans or lentils or chickpeas. It just hopefully gives you sort of a starting point to kind of think about it so that you don't have to worry too much. Okay. Michael, pleasure, says, sure, it's going to be a great help. Candace, going to make your meal prep planning way easier. And that's what Sundays are about, planning and preparing. So I don't know if many of you are actually drawing up a menu, but if you are, maybe this is going to help you replace it. If you aren't, cool, we've done it for you. It's going to give you some ideas. Julie's just made a batch of vegan fudge and some granola. Cool, so that can maybe plug in as a snack or a breakfast through the week and give you some ideas. So let me run through what to expect this week, and then I'll get to some questions as they come in. So fire them away as we go through here. I'm just going to pull the menu up in front of me because I have the memory of a goldfish and I obviously won't remember every single meal. So I've also got 5 things that I think are going to make your week easier. Go to the shops this evening, tomorrow morning, and there are 5 things. If you pack them, stick them in the fridge, I promise you, not just this week, but maybe weeks in general, they go a long way. You can use them, you can swap them in and out of other things. So I'm going to start with my 5 things that are going to make your week a success on the nutrition side. The first one, fruit. Go get a variety of fruit. Stock it up. Get some different things that you like. We've got berries appearing a few times on the menu this week. So get them. They're going to last throughout the week. They'll be all right. If you want to pop them in the freezer and use some this week and next week, if you see them on special, that's epic. You can get some frozen, fresh, tinned, anything. Get some fruit into your fridge. If you saw our Jeff Ed from a couple of weeks ago, prepping them is also going to make it a bit easier. So fruit salads on the menu a few times, or a fruit pot. So prep them in advance, get it done, sliced and diced, do it tonight or tomorrow. And if that's in the fridge, you're going to eat it, and it takes away a little bit of the hassle of sorting your fruit out. All right. The second is two things, really. Yogurt and cottage cheese. All right. If you want to keep it dairy-free, choose a soy yogurt. That's fine. Or if you sort of have some issues with lactose, there's great options on the market now, and you can do some lactose-free yogurt or lactose-free cottage cheese. They're on the menu a couple times because they're a really beautiful source of protein, calcium, B vitamins. So you'll see them in some pots and some breakfast and snacks, and we can go through a few things. On Thursday, there's a yogurt Reiter dip, which is fantastic, with a little bit of some veg as a dipping tool. So stock up on your yogurt, stock up on your cottage cheese, and it will be used through the week. Rice crackers, they're going to last forever in the cupboard, so get a nice little batch of them. You can always swap them in when there's a starch there, and Tuesday's breakfast, I've said a slice of toast, but swap it in for a rice cracker instead if you want to. In your snacks or your lunches, it's an easy way to add a starch in there if you need it. And it also, you don't have to worry about, toast, for example, it's on the menu once in the week. Someone else in that house might eat it, but if it's not, keeping some rice crackers means that they're just going to last longer. They're not going to go off. Loaf of bread might. Okay. Fourth one, eggs. Stock them up. They're in breakfast a couple times. You can also use them as a protein in your snacks where I've suggested something and you want to do it a little bit differently. It's totally cool. And on Sunday, hopefully you guys are going to have a crack at the sweet potato rosti with the poached eggs. It was one of our very first Jeff cooks. So give that one a try. Beautiful. And my last one is vegetables. Simple as that. Just get them in. Anyway, get some greens, get some different colors in, stock your fridge up with veg. If they're pre-prepped already, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It'll make your life a little bit easier, but make sure you've got them. My 5 things: fruit, vegetables, eggs, rice cakes, yogurts, and some cottage cheese. Okay, it's really going to get your week off to a good start. All right. Some ideas and ways you can maybe think about this week. I don't necessarily need to go through everything on the menu. Hopefully you've seen it. It went out in the mailer today. The things that are underlined are the recipes in our app. The links on them, we seem to have a little bit of an issue today. It doesn't matter. They are in the app, so just go have a look for them. They'll be there, and hopefully tomorrow morning we'll just get those links sorted out, and you can click on them and go straight through. The underlined ones are all of the recipes. Do some overnight oats tonight. You can do 2 or 3 of them. There is Monday and Wednesday. We've suggested them. If you've got your oat base, you can change your flavors. So go have a look at our recipes there. Do them tonight. If you want to have the same breakfast every day of the week, that's cool. Someone sent through that as a question. That's fine. If it keeps you consistent, do it. Do a couple overnight oats tonight, and you can stick them in the fridge, and you are golden. All right, so we've got it today. If you're doing it for Monday and Wednesday, you can do it a couple other times in the week, which is fine. Lunch tomorrow. A couple of the things in these menus, they're always going to be simple. Right, so you don't necessarily need a recipe for example, tuna and yellow pepper salad. It's tuna, yellow peppers, and salad. Okay, so go wild with it. It's there for inspiration. If you want to go back to the meal prep from last week where I did the tuna and yellow pepper dip, kind of give you a little bit of idea on that. But other than that, the things that aren't underlined, they're simple. Biltong and blueberries, it just makes a snack. You don't need a recipe for it. Ham, cottage cheese, rice cakes, and pickles. We're trying to keep it simple and just put the different components together for you, protein, fiber, and fat, and they're there on a plate. All right. Dinner tomorrow night, double up. And if you want to do that a few times in the week, make your dinner, extra portion, carry it over to lunch for the next day. If you've got a low-carb dinner and your lunch the next day needs a starch, get those rice cakes out of the cupboard, get the fruit that you've already got prepared in the fridge. You can see why I'm telling you having those things around makes your life a little bit easier. All right. Join Jono tomorrow for his meal prep Monday. He's going to be talking us through fueling his days at the moment as he builds up for the 25-hour challenge next weekend. So I think it's going to be super interesting. And that's our meal prep Monday session tomorrow. On Wednesday is our second Wellness Warehouse Chef Cook. Beautiful garlic and sage butter bean sauce, making a white sauce with butter beans, flavored with garlic and sage, and using pulse pasta. So nice protein rich, loads of flavor. It's decadent, but it's light, which is epic. And it's another one that you can have the next day, cook it, leave it to have cold the next day, bulk it up with a little bit of the veg that you've got in the fridge, the salad stuff, and it will get you going through. All right, so make sure you tune in for that. We should have a great another session in there. Thursday evening, collie chicken a la Jono is on the menu. It's been a favorite of a lot of folks. So do that again. We'll see if we can make Jono do it as well. A few things to think about every day as well. We've put a daily thoughts in there. If there's a session happening, we just want to bring you into it and give you something to think about, maybe some prep you can do for the next day. But also by the end of the week, once you get to Thursday, I've said just a reminder that the end of the week is near. Don't let it slip. It's quite easy to work hard for 3-4 days. And then from Thursday night, it starts going a little bit haywire. Friday, you're letting your hair down. Saturday, Sunday, all of a sudden, half of your week, you've missed the mark. Remember, we're shooting for 5.5 days every week. So we've given you structure here for those 5.5 days so that you can stick to it. I have grayed out purposefully from Friday dinner through to Saturday dinner. That's your day and a half. If you want some structure to your day and a half, those few meals is when I'm not going to help you with what you need to eat, but I want you to be thinking about it. So have a read through that. It doesn't mean go nuts. I've said there, look at it as an opportunity to nourish yourself and enjoy your 1.5 days. It might mean nourishing your soul a little bit and enjoying the day, the evening, the social interaction you might be having, but it's also an opportunity to practice all of the habits that you have been doing to see how sustainable this is for you as a lifestyle. If you can carry it on throughout the time and just get your portions a little bit wrong over the weekend, enjoy a glass of wine, that's cool. That's what it's there for. Bigger picture, those days are still in line with your overall health goals. All right. Then Sunday, starting off with an epic breakfast. Keep Sunday active. Don't sit on your bum. It's a rest day, but do something. Keep it going. And Sunday lunchtime this week, I want us all to braai together. Whatever it is, vegetarian braai, fish braai, meat braai, whatever. Post your pics. I want us to do this together. I want to see the community engaging with each other. We can't have people around, so let's do it in our own houses and pretend like we've got some mates with us anyway. So post it on Jeff Together. Let's see what you're doing. Tag me in there. Tag some friends. And let's have a little bit of fun on Sunday lunchtime this week to at least pretend like we're having a great time. Every day, keep well hydrated, drinks, fluids, keep them on board. We've included that in there because it's something we need to be mindful of. And if you keep that going through a week ahead, that's looking quite warm down here again, make sure you're sort of on top of it. And the next Sunday, you can tune in again when it looks like Coach Tony is going to be with us to do next week's menu. And I'm going to put her on the spot to kind of get through what her menu is going to look like. Should be fun. It's going to be epic. The meals she does is beautiful. So the structure's there, guys. The ideas are there. It's inspiration for you. We'll develop this over time as we get feedback from you, things we do, maybe as the recipe database gets even bigger and bigger, we'll include more and more in there. But please just use it as something to give you structure to your day, to help you plan and prepare and get things going. But adjust it to what your needs are, what your tastes are. If I've said some steak, you don't enjoy your red meat, I might even sub it out for some fish on Tuesday because it's one of my personal goals to try and eat a little bit more fish. But the sesame greens in there are epic. So it just gives you an idea maybe to do the veg side with it or whatever the case is. It's there. But if we can see the community eating similar dishes throughout the week, again, it's lacquer. When I go onto Jeff Together and I see people posting pics of our recipes, of the things they're eating, it really is epic. So if we've all got different creations of what those dishes are going to be, I think it's going to be amazing. All right. So hopefully that's going to be helpful. Let me know how it goes. Let's talk about it. Let's engage on this and have a fantastic week on a food and nutrition front. All right. Kim's already made her blueberry oats, got it off to a fantastic start, which is epic. Kat's got some load shedding, so you're going to catch up a little bit later. Sharon was asking, I think it was Sharon, why rice crackers and not cracker bread? just because that's what I felt like putting in there. If you want to sub your rice crackers for cracker bread, perfect, do it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't have rice crackers and you've got something else in the cupboard and you want to use them, swap it in. If you're on the one-on-one, you know what your portions need to be when you switch it around a little bit. We'll spend a little bit of time over the next few weeks talking about portion control as well. But swap it around. If you've got something in the fridge from lunch yesterday and you want to use that, do it. And just make sure that you're making the most of the environment that you've got at home. Okay. Cool. Julianne says, good to hear you on the right track. Always have those items in stock. Done. It's already there. Cindy made the slaw today. It's amazing. Slaw. So if you want the veg, you're going to bulk things up, things like that. Your coleslaw, make a nice big batch of it, and you might actually get 2 or 3 meals out of it this week. What is pulse pasta? So have a look at the recipe and ingredient list that went out, but it's a chickpea pasta or a lentil pasta or something like that. Nice protein-rich version of it. You can get them from Wellness Warehouse. So it's a nice protein-rich pasta that we're adding a protein sauce from the butter beans on. So it should be epic. Erica, portion sizes. If you're on the one-on-one, that's what we give you. So if you're not on the one-on-one, we don't know enough about you to tell you how much you should be eating. I've got a little bit of something planned for our Jeff Life guys in terms of portions and how to maybe think about it. But look at your hunger, what your body needs are, your goals. For everyone, it's a little bit different. So just we can play around with that a little bit. Lizelle's looking forward to Wednesday's cook. Already got your ingredients. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Lisa, you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the smell of ocean and the taste of champagne. Okay, so I missed whatever the chat was, but I love where you're. Guys are having a good laugh. Glass of wine, you wish. Everything in moderation. That's exactly what it is about. Kat's Wellness Warehouse order is in. Hopefully we'll get it for Wednesday, and then join us for, Bri is your middle name. We're going to have an amazing Bri sometime out in Sweden. All right, Julianne, where in this list and meal plan are you referring to? So I'm not sure what question you're asking. So that's just the menu that was posted on Jeff Together with all the meals in there. Kim wants to know, can we send the menus on Friday so we have time to shop and prep over the weekend? So we can. That's the sort of feedback, guys. Whatever's going to make your life a little bit easier. Sunday seems to be the most active time for people engaging with what we send out, which is why we're trying it today. This session will always be on a Sunday, but let us know if something's going to work a little bit better for you. All right. It went out in the mailer today. So Sharon's got some mince variations in the freezer. Cool. Use them up. So maybe there'll be a couple meals that you're struggling with later in the week. You can refer to our menu. You don't have to stick to it for every day. I'm just giving you guys ideas. And once you start running out of them, that's what that'll be there for. Lee, your menu is done on Thursday, shopping Friday, and you've finished all your meal prep. That is proper planning and preparation. I love that. All right, I'm just jumping between the different groups so I don't miss anybody. Tamara made the skirt steak and the Asian greens last night. It really is one of my favorites. And skirt steak is a cut more economical and more flavorful. I love it. Cooks really, really quickly. Marcel's been trying the overnight oats this week. It's so easy to make and so quick for the morning. That's what it's about. You do them, you pop them in there. You've got 4 days of them, essentially. You can not worry about it until Thursday night again and do a few more of them. And there are loads of different variations in the app. And we've got a few more that we're just holding on to, and we'll let them out as we feel you guys need a little bit more. Sinette, the meal ideas are fab on the new menu. Fantastic. It is. It's easy to get stuck in a rut. You end up eating the same thing, getting a bit bored with it, and then the wheels fall off a little bit. You have a little wobbly. So it's nice to have some ideas and the tools to kind of get it done. All right. Katie had a look at the menu and ran it past your son. He started getting excited about a lot of options too. Brilliant. And we're going to try to do that as well. Keep it sort of family friendly. There's nothing in there that someone can't eat. Your portions might be different for a big growing boy compared to someone else who's might have a completely different goal or journey. But hopefully a lot of these foods can just form the basis of what you guys do at home together, and you just tweak them around that for a little bit, whatever you kind of need it for. All right. That one's not loaded yet. Cool. I think I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. and any questions. If I have, feel free to kind of send it through to me. Okay, who else is here? Internet's having a little wobbly as well. Candace says menus coming out on a Friday will be great because Saturday's grocery shopping day. Cool. So I think I've had that feedback a fair bit. Everyone's saying a little bit earlier. Fine, guys. Love it. Just let me know. Cat, portions of carrot bake in the freezer. Done. Prepped. Got a few of them to go. That's perfect. Makes life much, much, much easier. All right. I'll hang around for just 1 or 2 more minutes. And I think I've got them all. Not sure if I've seen at Woolies. They've got a cocoa chai pudding. It's probably, I think you mean chia. And pudding snack bowl. Is that a good combo? So just a little bit low in protein. The chia would be your fat. I'm not sure what the protein in it is like, if there's yogurt or dairy in there. So it all kind of depends. I haven't actually had it. I have made it a fair few times at home. It's a very easy thing to do. I'm not sure if our recipe's in the app yet, but if it's not, we've got a beautiful chia kind of, a couple of different ways of doing it. There's a chocolate one and then a bit of a like fruity, tropical version with some coconut milk, which is delicious. I'll post that one up if it's not there already. Sally says, thank you, saving you time. Brilliant. And the pasta is gluten-free, the one that we're doing on Wednesday. How does sushi fit in with the macros? Question off point for this discussion. So sushi, if your rice portion fits whatever your one-on-one portion is, that's fine. And then the fish portion just needs to fit what your protein is. So you can sort of deconstruct it in your mind to kind of get there. But it is quite energy dense, and you might, if you struggle to keep your portions within check there, keep it for your day and a half. But sushi can be perfectly healthy if you just get those portions right and bulk it up with veg, a salad, a Thai salad, a tom yum soup or something like that. So you've got a little bit of extra bulk in the meal. Okay. Sue, only a pleasure. Thank you for that feedback. Guys, I hope that's been helpful. The first of many Sunday sessions to come for our week in the Jeff kitchen. Bit of insight. We're going to have some cool things going into the menus, and hopefully it just creates a little bit more interest, more feedback, more stuff that I can see you guys doing, and we can help you get to wherever you're going a little bit better. Send your questions, queries, feedback, pictures, everything my way. Please, I love seeing it. I love getting your questions, whatever it is. And I hope it's going to help you guys have an epic week ahead. I won't see you tomorrow for Monday Meal Prep. That's with Jono. But otherwise, Wednesday for our Jeff Cook. I will see all of you legends again. Bring some friends. Obviously, it's open month. Come and join us. And whoever's not here yet, come tell them what we're about. These are the sorts of things that we're doing for you guys. Absolute value. At the end of the month, this is still going to be in Jeff Life. $200 a month. You're getting a weekly menu on top of everything else. It's nuts. We're actually just giving things away. Guys, have a great Sunday evening. Get your week off to a good start. And we will see you on the other side. Cheers for now.